What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Rizzy here. And as you can see, we're going to be doing some more Dokkan news today. I would have recorded this earlier and had it up by midnight, but I couldn't because I had a stats review session at 8 in the morning. I literally could not. So there's a couple things worth noting on that producer's note that I'm just going to tell you rather than show you, because I don't feel like it'd be worth anything because I'm certain you guys have already seen the news. And the two things being that the April Fool's Day event ends today, and the Golden Week theme has been revealed, and it's going to be World Tournament theme. Now, there's 5 World Tournaments that are even worth anything at all, and it's Goku versus Oob at the end of Z, Majin Vegeta versus Goku, Goku versus Jackie Chun, Goku versus Tien, and Goku versus Ma Jr., aka Piccolo. Now, the first 3 I mentioned are all regions. Jackie Chun just got an LR. Majin Vegeta is part of LR Bobby. Now, could I see them doing some BS where they do that? Yes, just because of LR Super Boob. But that's probably the only reason why they do a Majin Vegeta. That's it. And then the last one being Goku versus Oob. I could see it, but I don't see it on this specific event. I see Oob getting a Dokkan Fest. I don't see Oob getting, well, I guess it is a dual Dokkan Fest, but I don't see him getting a Dokkan Fest for Golden Week. I don't think he's a hype enough character, to be honest. And in terms of hype, I would have to rank the Piccolo versus Goku fight higher than the Piccolo versus Tien fight. However, I could see it going either way. Now, they did say that these characters will be coming with a new skill, but a new skill for global is standbys. So they'll be standby characters. And this is where I'm stuck, to be honest. I've actually recorded this video probably, what is this, 3 or 4 times now, because I cannot possibly imagine what they're gonna do for standby skills for these characters. But I do have somewhat of an idea. I actually do not know how they. It's weird. I do not know how they're gonna do a standby skill for Goku on either one. If they choose Tien, I don't know how they're gonna do a standby skill for Goku, and if they choose Piccolo, I still don't know. Now, luckily, I do know how they would do Tien. Tien is obviously going to be Tri-Beam, because during that tournament, during the 22nd tournament, he flies up, charges the Tri-Beam, and basically warns Goku to leave. This, that, and third. The only thing that I wouldn't know is how they would do a low charge Tri-Beam. That's the only thing I would not know, because there is no Neo Tri-Beam at this point. There's nothing like that. So yeah, I'm not certain how they would do that specifically, but I kind of got an idea of what I want to do for Piccolo if they choose Piccolo. Piccolo or Ma Jr. should definitely go giant. Like, his transformation in his standby skill is him going giant. Now, the problem is, I don't know what I want him to do afterwards. Probably super explosive wave. He doesn't charge the super explosive wave, if I'm remembering correctly. It's literally like a tantrum type thing. It's not like Majin Vegeta's, where Majin Vegeta sits there and goes Trunks, or no, take care of the kids or something like that. You know what I'm saying? You guys know what scene I'm talking about. It's one of my favorite scenes from Dragon Ball, but where Majin Vegeta blows up Majin Buu. But I don't think he does that. I think he just kind of like angrily throws a fit of rage. So that could work. But I was actually thinking that might have been his super. I guess they could do, I forget the actual name for this move, but you know, like the Ki Blast that Piccolo shoots out that basically tracks the enemy. They could have the enemy like run away and it chase them around and then blow up. I would much rather them not do like antenna beam or anything like that, but we'll see. I'm not too worried about his supers. I just want to know how his standby's gonna work. Now for Goku, the problem with Goku is I don't know what to do for his standby. I have no clue. Most definitely if it's Tien, I actually have no idea what to do. I've seen pretty much every episode of Dragon Ball, but the problem is that standby skills are like the character sits there, one character sits there and does something for a hot minute, while another character charges something up. Like, for example, a Spirit Bomb. A Spirit Bomb is a perfect example of that. Vegeta takes all the damage while Goku's charging the Spirit Bomb. Now, in both of these World Tournaments, it's Goku versus this opponent. Goku versus this opponent. They can't possibly do like a Krillin, Tien that exchange into Goku. It's just not possible, right? So how would they do it? I'm thinking maybe no, a revive skill wouldn't work. Hell, a revive skill for Piccolo wouldn't be terrible. Because he does go down and then shoots a beam out of his mouth after people thought he was dead, and it blasted a hole through Goku's shoulder. But that would be so much worse than super explosive wave. I don't know. I really don't. A standby skill for Goku, the only thing that I could even argue would be a standby skill for Goku would be him getting shot in the arm. Him getting that shot in the arm. That's the only thing that I could see as a standby skill. You stand by, he gets shot in the arm, and then he can defend a tad bit better. But his attack is worthless. That could work. Something like base Super Saiyan Vegeta from the Anniversary unit, or base Vegeta from the Anniversary unit. You could do that, and then he does like the little headbutt that finishes him off. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Well, I'll let them cook, because I don't know. Goku's the harder one for me on this one. I get how they would do Piccolo. I get how they would do Tien. If Piccolo doesn't go giant, I'm gonna be disappointed. But to be fair, when are the times where they look at Piccolo and they say, yeah, let's not make him go giant? Pretty much every time they look at a Piccolo, it's let him go giant, or something along those lines. So it should be okay. I think Piccolo will be fine. His links won't be very good. I think they could introduce a new category being regeneration, which would make him at least lead a category that Majin Buu's could fit on. And then maybe later down the line, you know, a proper villain team, because you know, like one villain team is Cooler and Frieza. Well, the next villain team could be like Piccolo's and Majin Buu's potentially. But we'll see. I would love for them to introduce a new category that's good for Piccolo's. You know, one thing I would really like is if, you know, the character's a Namekian or an absorption type character, that they could link with each other, because it makes zero sense why, you know, Piccolo or a Namekian that gain power from absorbing each other can't link with each other. And I get it for game mechanics, because Piccolo would be busted as hell. But specifically for Namekians and specifically for Majins, I think that makes the most sense. And you could argue even Cell, to be honest. Since he does have Namekian blood. Yeah, but I don't know. That's my only biggest gripe with Dokkan. I feel like Namekians should be able to link with each other. But with that being said, I mean, hold on before I end it. Because when is the next time, or when is a time where a Namekian team can actually function, right? Because with them not linking, this is going to be the only Piccolo Jr. we'll have a chance of getting for like damn near 2 years, right? They have Power Awakening Piccolo, and then they'll eventually drop in Orange Piccolo, right? So that's 3. Then you would have just a Piccolo, which is 4. And you mean to tell me you're running Kami or Nail? Come on. Do you ever think Nail is gonna get a Dokkan Fest? Come on now. Nail is not getting a damn Dokkan Fest. I can see Kami. Man, I guess you could use Demon King Piccolo. That would be okay. I can see Kami maybe getting one, potentially, but not really. You see what I'm saying? How are we ever gonna be able to make a full Namekian team if they can't link with each other? I guess the argument is, if they could, it would literally all be Piccolo. But you know what's crazy? They literally all are Piccolos. Except for Nail. Nail would be the only one if he got a Dokkan Fest. Nail would be the only one that isn't Piccolo at that moment. Because Kami and Piccolo are linked. Demon King Piccolo is Piccolo. Ma Jr. is Piccolo. Piccolo is obviously Piccolo. Power Awakening Piccolo is obviously Piccolo. And Orange Piccolo would obviously be Piccolo. So, just make them link together. That's all I ask. That's literally all I ask. But, with that being said, I ranted on just a tad bit longer than I wanted to about Piccolo. But I'm out. Peace out.